Back to my businesses and services critique. I've kind of abandoned this project for a little while because I've been so busy, but I've got a whole list that I've got to video and get up and help other people understand the right places to go, the best places to go, where you'll get the best customer service and the best deal for your money. Because I have a huge issue. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I have a big issue with the whole customer service thing. I believe we have a customer service crisis in this country and it needs to be remedied. The best way to remedy it is by keeping our money from those who don't know how to behave professionally or conduct business properly, or even provide what they claim. So this one is on concerning Ocean Breeze Hotel in Panama City, Florida. I guess about 2 weekends ago, we went down for a dance competition, and most of the dancers were staying on the beach on the Holiday Inn, and it was a very, very nice hotel. Some of us could not afford that, though, so I guess you get what you pay for. But some other people had tried to book at the Holiday Inn, and they couldn't because there were no more rooms. So they went across the road. They chose the Ocean Breeze Hotel across the road, off of the beach. But it was across the road from the Holiday Inn, and they had to be close to the Holiday Inn because that's where the dancers were. So they had told us about this hotel, and we decided to stay there because we wanted to stay with our family too. We wanted to be near them. And I went on the website, and the website misrepresented itself. I really thought that I was getting something nice. And I turned out to be very disappointed. I almost cried when I walked in. I almost cried when we pulled in the parking lot. Now, I will say this. It wasn't like a roach motel or anything. It wasn't trashy. But it was not how the website represented the hotel at all. It was affordable. It was very affordable. However, I think it was too expensive for what we got. It was clean. The hotel rooms themselves, they were small, but they were clean. And so I can't complain about that. They just weren't like extravagantly nice. And for the price I paid, I shouldn't have expected that. That was my part for expecting a little bit more. But there again, it was because of what I saw on the website that I did expect more. It was beach accessible. We did have to walk across the road. So that wasn't so bad. And especially last minute, the way this competition was filling up, we were lucky to get something so close. But the view was terrible. It represented having a nice view, being able to see the beach. Well, you could see the beach way in the distance across the road if you could manage to look around the Holiday Inn and all the nice beaches, not the nice hotels over there. But it was not, again, like the website represented. And on the back side, the front side where my daughters and one of my daughter's mother-in-law was staying, it was a view of the hotel. I mean, the pool and the office, and if you looked on far enough, you could see, a little bit of the beach. But on our side, I thought we had been dumped in some kind of trash hole because it was a nasty pond on the back side, and there was some like little strip apartments or something, or little houses, beach houses that were being remodeled. And I know that, when you're remodeling, you have to deal with, the construction and the mess and all that's going on. But it also looks like old garbage thrown out in a couple of the yards too. It was just nasty looking. If it just been the construction alone and, the wood and the tools and tearing out stuff to repair walls and all, I could have dealt with that. But it was just like piles of garbage and old clothes thrown out there in one yard. So I couldn't hardly stand even walking out onto the balcony to get ready to go to the beach. And I know in the past when we stayed at Orange Beach is just nicer in Panama City anyway. We could go out on the patio and sit and drink coffee and just enjoy looking at the beauty of God's creation. And that was not the case here. So the view was terrible. The environment, when we first got there, was fine, and we got to go to the pool the first night. But before we could get in the pool, I mean, it was somewhat clean, but before we could get in, we had to get out leaves and dead bugs. These big dead grasshoppers and stuff. And there was all kinds of netting and stuff out there. That's the job of the hotel, I believe. And they didn't do it. And then as the night progressed, there was noises. There was the hotel. I guess they just didn't have high expectations for the behavior of their guests, because there was flocks of people that came in later on and were there the next day, all day the next day, and they'd be fighting out in the halls. They were down in the parking lot fighting and cussing. This is supposed to be a family environment, and they're drunk, acting like fools, and hotel management never did anything. So that made it a miserable environment. And, we don't behave that way. And I don't care if I only pay $5 for something. If I pay for it, I want, peace and quiet, and I want what the website recommends. And it does say that it's a family-friendly environment, and it was not once all the hooligans got in and started acting like buffoons. We only stayed there out of necessity. That was the only place that we could find. Would I recommend this hotel to anyone else? Only if you had no other choice. And at that point, that's kind of the way it was. Plus, I just was not familiar with Ocean Breeze facilities. Should I ever go again for a competition or need a hotel anywhere, and I will not look at Ocean Breeze first. The only way I would stay at Ocean Breeze or recommend it is if you just absolutely had no other choice. But it was not trashy either.